www.convo.com playoff track.
What's happening, Mad Reds? Welcome to the video. Welcome to rainy Manchester as per. Tomorrow night, Europa League, Bruges. I'm not going, no, too busy in work. And to be honest, I'm going to put the question out there now. Europa League, is it worth it? Right now, the situation that we're in, where we are in the league, the chance that we've got in the league. I mean, 4th spot. 5th may open up if City's ban is upheld. But let's be honest, 3 points off Chelsea. They've got Spurs this weekend, and yeah, Spurs are ahead of us as well, but you know what? No Son, no Kane. Rest of the season, you can't see Spurs really challenging all the way through for that, so there's an opportunity there. Chelsea just don't look like they've got a big enough squad to handle this run-in, to be honest. Champions League is going to take it out of them as well. So should we take advantage? Should we say, look, let's play a second-string team in the Europa League now, let's go out of it. Are we bothered about going through? There is positives to it. There's a chance we could get back in the Champions League if the league fails, but you have to pick one or the other. We know this. Jose Mourinho had to do this with United. He threw his eggs in the Europa League basket. Are we really bothered again? And do we want to go down that road where we're throwing away league games literally because we're all thinking and using the Europa League as an excuse to not play well in the league and the result not be that important? No, I don't want. Personally, I don't want it. I don't want to be in the Europa League. I don't. I know people are going to disagree and say, look, we still might not make it in the league. We've got a better chance of making it in the league. Some of these teams that are dropping down out of the Champions League into the Europa League, and on a one-off night, I know United can beat anyone, but no one's up for Europa League. We were never really up for it as fans when we went to the final until we got to the final. We still couldn't fill Old Trafford even when we got to the quarters and the semis. So is it something that we want? Personally, I think most of the United fans would say, look, play the second string team all the way through. If they make it, they make it. That's a positive. If they actually get far and we're in a position where we're not looking comfortable in the league and we can bring some of the first team players back into the Europa League squad, then that's an option again. You've got to play all your cards. And for me, a card right now for the Europa League is a reserve team squad, youth players, second string. Get them in there and let's see what they can do. If they get through, fair enough. But save our best team now for the Premier League. We got Watford at weekend, a chance of pulling it back on Chelsea and Spurs, or at least one of them when they play at weekend, like I said. And I do think that we've got a better chance of getting in the top 4 now than we have in the Europa League. Some people, like I said, will disagree and say, look, we can beat anyone on our day. We've seen it. Yeah, one-off games may suit United, but we may just throw our eggs in the basket of the Europa League and just throw away an opportunity here in the league now, because you know what? Chelsea look like they're struggling. You haven't got a squad big enough to handle this now, and I think we can take 4th spot. I do. I didn't think it would be possible, but Tomini's back in full training. We've seen Eric Bailly come back, who looked a million miles better than what Lindelof has done next to Maguire. If he can stay fit, Axel's coming back as well. Let's forget about Pogba. Bruno looked more and more capable as the game went on against Chelsea. The composure on the lad is unreal. Brandon Williams, Shaw looked good in the back three. Obviously Maguire now is performing to the levels that we expected him to. And you know what? De Gea's not having as much to do, which is a good sign. Fred is just freaking ridiculous right now. He's so good right now. Matic's composure at the moment, which helps. I know he's not the answer going forward, we keep saying it, but right now he's playing well and you can't deny it. He is playing alright. McTominay, to add to that, we've got a bit of strength in depth. And all of a sudden, Ighalo coming in with another option up front. And, you know, I see it as Europa League now. It's a distraction now. It's an inconvenience for me. I don't want to be in it, and I do think it's going to hamper our chances in the league, which is our best option now going forward. If you said to me, well, we're going to go on a cup run in the FA Cup, forget the Europa League, but really going to challenge for the top 4 and make top 4, snatch your hand off right now. Get out of the Europa League, put it to bed. Doesn't matter. I really don't care about it anymore. And I think a lot of United fans would totally agree with me. Let me know what you think, obviously. Comment below. Is the Europa League a way forward? And is it worth it? Is it worth all the aggro? We've seen it before. It was a drain, wasn't it? Let's be honest. It was... to go to the games, then the players were just dead on the feet, constantly playing more and more games. If we went out to Bruges, you know what? I know Ollie will probably get stick for it, the club would probably get stick, everyone had the moan, but they've forgotten about it the day after. They really would. It's not important, it does not matter, and we're in too good of a position now to challenge for the top 4 than we ever have been. Chelsea are looking shaky, Spurs dropping players here, there and everywhere. I know we've got the challenge of Wolves and Sheffield United as well, I'm not discounting them at all, but I do feel that we will pip them to the post. I think Wolves will want to do well in the Europa League. That is going to hamper them, it really is. It hampered them at the start of the season. I think in the running again now, it will hamper them also. Sheffield United, probably a danger, but when the pressure gets on, are they going to be able to handle it? I think they will buckle near the end. I still think they're going to make top 8, but I do feel like they may just fall away, and that's no disrespect to them. I'm sort of guessing in a way that this is what's going to happen when it gets down to it. If you're not experienced in this sort of running, it's sort of like weans off the teams that are not used to it as such. Wolves having the Europa League as well, and I know they're going to play there or put all their eggs into Europa League basket. They have done through the whole competition, so why would they stop now, especially in the knockout stages? I just think the pressure will get to Sheffield United eventually. I mean, if they did get there and they stayed there, I'd hold my hands up and give them all the credit in the world. They've been unbelievable so far this season, but I just think that they will start to fall away. We've seen the situation Spurs are in. Chelsea's squad just looks so shallow and just not good enough for the reserve players that are coming in. And I just think it's an opportunity here now just to go in and say, look, Premier League, top 4, let's just go in, get this done. Because we're not going to get a better chance now. We can get in the top 4 and just get what we need. Then we move on to the summer. There's more rumours again about Grealish coming in the summer, and I think that's probably going to be one of the easiest transfers ever, especially if Villa go down. It is just going to be like, there you go, there's the money, bang, done and dusted. It can't get. The transfers recently for Woodward have just been the easiest transfers in the world, and he still milked them out, I know, but Villa go down, Grealish is a no-brainer, even if it's going to cost 50 or 60 million. We've seen him drag Villa through the whole season single-handedly. Run that team. That on our right hand side, or interchanging with the number 10 across, wherever he can play, he plays all over the pitch. It's ideal for United right now. I know people will go down the road of, why is it always young English at the moment? Well, the young English are the best at the moment. I know you can probably argue the point about obviously Haaland, who is pulling up trees at Dortmund, and we did miss the ship on that one, but to be honest, it was Raiola. And are you really fussed if we're not dealing with that guy ever again? If Pogba goes in the summer, if he takes Lingard with him as well, you know what? We've learned to live without Pogba now. It doesn't really matter anymore. It really doesn't. And I think the writing's obviously on the wall, so I'm not even counting him in. I've tried to bring him in here and there where I can, but you're playing basketball over in wherever you're playing and getting the wage from United, and you're nowhere near the training ground, then his heart's not in it. No matter what he says, his heart cannot be in it. And you know what? When he's played, when he has been available, he hasn't been bad over the last couple of months. I know it was only, I think, 2 games he showed, and he was probably our best player, but the noises that are coming out and the issues that come with him at the moment, do we really need it? And we've got used to playing without him now. Bruno is the player that I think we should build the team around. You've got Rashford to come back in the season if we're lucky next season. Martial, if he keeps on doing what he did against Chelsea, I don't care if he has a shit game. I said that after the Chelsea game. My issue with Martial, he does all these nice tidy things, but he doesn't score enough. He was absolutely shit against Chelsea, but scored the goal. That's what I want. I don't care what he does in the game. He's a number 9. If he wants to be a number 9, score the goals. I don't care whatever else you do. At the end of the day, if you can do what he did against Chelsea and play crap, I'm not going to have an issue with it at all. He put his head where it matters. He got us the goal that we needed and won us the game. Job done. Do not have an issue with anything else. And that's what I want. So if he can carry on with that, with Ighalo coming in as well as a bit of support, then you know what? There are slight positives going into the end of the season. Going into the summer, yeah, you could say it's all young British again, and we're going down the Brexit United FC and all this garbage, but you know what? They are the best players in the moment out there, aren't they? You can't really deny it. Grealish is up there. Maddison is up there. You know what I mean? Sancho, he's up there. They're the best of the young players out there in the world and in Europe at the moment, but they're English, so if they're English, it's a bonus. Depending obviously what value you can get out of them with them being English. But you know what? People saying we're not looking at foreign players. We bought in the best Portuguese player in Bruno. We bought in the best British centre-half in Maguire. Yeah, you could argue there may have been different players cheaper who may be better, a Koulibaly or someone like that. But you know what? He's proving his worth at the moment. He's the captain now. And you know what? His performances are getting better and better. And with buying next to him, I think he's going to get even better again. So, you know what? I'm happy with the way they're going with the transfers and what's happening, the players that we're bringing in. I do still think we left ourselves just a little bit too short, but you know what? Ollie's got backing now in terms of what he's adding players coming in. I know he's got rid of too many too quick, but we've got this now to the end of the season, so we're just going to have to go with it. And I think going with it means Premier League, FA Cup possibly on top of that. Forget the Europa League. That's my opinion on that. That's where I'm at with that. And that's what I think United should do now. Yeah, Adam's being positive. It's not so much positive. It's just looking at it realistically and saying this is an opportunity. Let's go for it now. Let me know what you guys think. That's it. Just a little short video going into the Europa League game. I will be there with my fans' view. That's next week. Yeah, no, we're in Bruges. I'm not going to be there. What am I talking about? Yeah, so I won't be at Bruges. No, you'll see me at weekend for the Watford game. But yeah, that's what I think. Premier League all the way. Forget the Europa League. Let me know what you think, people. Let me know if you think we should go for the Europa League or not. Am I wrong? I think it's a no-brainer. So, like, subscribe, share the video. I will catch you for the Watford game. Hopefully a good rest of the week, the weather gets better and we get a decent performance against Bruges tomorrow night as well. Take it easy, people. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy the football. I'll see you later. Bye bye.